Good day, I'm Lisa Rowe and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, April 23, 2025. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness says deliberate steps are being taken to minimize displacement and disruption of residents and farmers as the government moves to build out the Rainree commercial complex off Mandela Highway. Dr. Holness says the Urban Development Corporation has engaged the Social Development Commission to conduct baseline economic surveys of nearby communities, particularly the Caymanas Village and Ferry, which is home to almost 230 residents.
Notably, 27 farmers who were cultivating lands here have been identified, consulted, and offered relocation to nearby zoned agricultural plots under a new licensing arrangement. That is what people-centered development looks like. Building with people in mind. We are moving into a new era of master planned development in Jamaica. No more chaka-chaka development.
Dr. Holness has given the charge to the UDC to make lands available for industrial agriculture.
Because it's nice flat land that can easily be automated, and because it is close to the large Kingston market, it could do very well. So some of it will be reserved for agricultural use.
The Prime Minister says the Rainree project sets a new standard for future development, which is thoughtful, responsible, and has a clear vision. In the meantime, Dr. Holness has issued a strong warning that no form of extortion will be tolerated on the development site of the Rainree commercial complex. The Prime Minister reiterated the position, which was also taken for the construction of the new wing at the Spanish Town Hospital, to have members of the JDF team deployed to secure the site.
If we allow that to take root at the beginning of the construction, then we would have given up the sovereign control of the state over the development and set the basis on which things like extortion would reign. So for those criminals listening, for those dons listening, for those who feel that they have control over this area, try it and see.
Investments to the tune of $4.5 billion are being carried out through the Rural Economic Development Initiative Ready 2 program to drive sustainable growth across the agriculture and tourism sectors. The projects will increase cold storage capacity in St. Thomas and Clarendon, with ground also broken for a facility in Manchester. It will also facilitate over $1 billion in greenhouse clusters at 22 sites across the country.
We've already engaged the farmers, farming groups. We've come up with the designs. We are, I would say to you, within the next 12 months, those are going to be on the ground. And that will be a big push in targeting our food import bill, enabling these farmers to get better access to the markets, the hotel markets in particular, and export markets.
Ready 2 is being implemented by the Jamaica Social Investment Fund and financed by the World Bank through a loan agreement with the Government of Jamaica. The Managing Director of JSIF gave a review of the projects during a recent JIS think tank. He informed that Ready 2 was also supporting small businesses involved in community-based tourism.
We're working with TPDCO in this regard to see how we can get them properly licensed with all the safety, all the equipment, all the certifications that you would expect of a world-class facility. They also will get support in marketing their product on social media sites, and so we brought in consultants to help them to look at the product, analyze the product, and see how the best way to market it.
The investments, slated for rollout over the next 2 years, are designed to create long-term economic opportunities, reduce poverty, and enhance livelihoods, particularly in rural communities across Jamaica. Farmers in Mendes Town in Lime Tree, South Trelawney, now have a reliable route to transport their produce following the rehabilitation of the farm road. It was officially opened by the Minister of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining, Floyd Green, recently. The project was completed at a cost of $140 million through funding by the Caribbean Development Bank, CDB, with community members contributing $4.9 million. It was managed by the Jamaica Social Investment Fund, JIS.
We are very happy today because it signals additional support to our farmers here in South Trelawney. And one of the things that we have been really focused on is how can we continue to support our farmers in South Trelawney. We have worked together in partnership, Ministry of Agriculture, Parish Council, various community groups, with an institution like JIS that is serious about rural development. And directly over 185 residents will benefit from this road. And you know the beauty? 90% of the residents are farmers.
The primarily yellow yam producing farmers also received road maintenance training and toolkits containing rakes, shovels, wheelbarrows, gloves and garbage bags to help preserve the upgraded roadway. Community leader and farmer Ione Stewart Sams expressed heartfelt thanks.
I am grateful, I am overwhelmed, I am enthused about what has happened today. And I just want to say thanks to everybody.
Looking ahead, Minister Green announced that additional road projects were planned for South and Northern Trelawney, including upgrades to the Woodhead and Durham roads. The Linstead Hospital in St. Catherine has received a donation of $2.6 million to support the purchase of medical equipment for its pediatric ward, which will open later this year. The gift is courtesy of the University of the West Indies Medicine and Dentistry class of 2027. Among the items being purchased are 1 ECG machine, 2 patient monitors, 4 infusion pumps, and accessories. Senior Medical Officer at Linstead Hospital, Dr. Trevor Bygrave, says 18 to 20% of the patients seen monthly are children 11 years and under. He asserts that the donation will play a crucial role in service delivery through the pediatric ward. And finally, a series of activities are being held this week to build awareness about intellectual property rights, covering music and its supporting industries. The events are being organized by the Jamaica Intellectual Property Office, JIPO, and the week is being observed under the global theme, IP and Music, Feel the Beat of IP.
So if you think of a music festival and all of the vendors around the event, they're selling all sorts of things from food to jewelry to bedding. All of those cover the range of intellectual property.
The Executive Director of JIPO, Lily Claire Bellamy, was speaking at a JIS think tank. She is inviting creators, entrepreneurs, students, and the wider public to take part in the activities and explore the many facets of intellectual property. The flagship event is this Friday at Emancipation Park in Kingston, where JCAP, Jam Copy, and JAMS will be on site to answer questions, provide best practices, and offer guidance on managing and protecting intellectual property.
On Friday, the 25th of April, all roads lead to Emancipation Park, where we'll be hosting a mini business expo along with a concert. The mini business expo will begin at 10 in the morning, and the concert will start at 6 p.m. in the evening. And it will go until 10 p.m. and we have some exciting acts that are going to be performing.
The week will conclude on Sunday, April 27, with a Thanksgiving church service at Fellowship Tabernacle Church in Kingston. Special supplements will also be published in the 2 major newspapers on April 27 and May 4. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Lisa Rowe. Thanks for watching.